Why tech support is like Buddhism. Hi everyone, I'm Leo Notenboom for AskLeo.com. So I want to be clear, today's talk isn't really about religion in any way, shape, or form. What it really is started as a discussion a while back with a good friend of mine. He, besides being an ex-Microsoft person, also happens to have become a philosophy major and even for a short time a Buddhist monk. Now, I meditate regularly, and I have for some time. One of the things that I learned early on was that there was a lot of secular or non-religious wisdom buried in the text that were really heavy with Buddhist terminology. For me, all of this terminology that I didn't really understand got in the way of my getting or absorbing the ideas that I was really interested in learning about. Now, I think that's true for a lot of people, specifically with respect to meditation when it comes down to that. There are a lot of great ideas in there. And when you start throwing around words like Dharma and Matri and Bodhisattva and more, gosh, my eyes, man, they just glaze right over. So I shared with my friend that there was an opportunity here, an opportunity to express those ideas and concepts in ways more easily accessible to the average person. I challenged him to become a translator. He understands these concepts deeply, and like so many who do, particularly when they have a background in academia or they've spent a significant portion of their lives immersed in something, there's a real tendency to use what the admittedly more precise academic terminology would be. There's a huge opportunity here not only for success but to expand the reach of his ideals if he can translate it into terminology that you and I can understand. Does all this sound kind of familiar? Of course it does. In fact, I'll bet that some of you are yelling at your computer right now. This is a good portion of exactly what I do. It's a key and often missing component of technical support. Translation services. Translating obscure and academic terminology into concepts, words, and generalizations that are easier for normal people to understand. I do it for tech. He could do it for Buddhism. The question is, what could you do it for? This isn't really a new concept. There have always been areas of expertise that benefit from translation into concepts for the everyman. What do you know so well that you could describe it to your grandmother and have her nod her head in understanding? For one thing, the world might benefit from your doing that for more than just your relatives. But second, it probably gives you an idea, some insight as to what it's like to do technical support. On one hand, I'm a glorified translation service. But on the other, that translation is difficult. That translation is really, really hard. The concepts are difficult and complex, and even though we might not always want it to be this way, they're necessary. So yeah, learning new ideas and terminology is pretty important, be it trying to fix your computer, learning to meditate, or something else. But if you're trying to get your ideas across to other people, the better you can speak their language, the more likely it is that they'll be willing to at least consider yours. Tech support and Buddhism, they both need translators. And apparently, I'm some kind of technology monk. What do you think? As always, if you're watching this anywhere but on Ask Leo, head on over there. Here's the link. I'd love to see your comments. Please leave them there and let me know what you think. As for me, I have more translation and meditation to take on. Till next time, take care. If you're watching anywhere but on AskLeo.com, head out there and leave a comment on this video. Let me know what you think. AskLeo.com is absolutely where all the action is. If you have tech questions, that's what the site's all about. Visit AskLeo.com and search for your answer. I've got over 4,000 answers out there. Or submit your question out there as well. If you're not subscribed to my weekly newsletter, now's a great time. Each week I send out the latest answers and other interesting news and commentary to something approaching 60,000 folks just like you. Visit newsletter.askleo.com to browse the newsletter archives and to subscribe. Ask Leo Books has my latest selection of books on topics ranging from backing up to internet safety and more. I'm adding and updating things, so you might want to head out there and check them out. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, I'm Leo Notenboom for AskLeo.com. So, you like my new curtains? The whiteboard's still back here. Just wanted to lighten things up a little bit. And, just in case you didn't realize it, yep, it was available. Have a look. It goes to someplace familiar.